We are live. Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Monday.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Happy Monday. We love Mondays. Happy Monday Jumpstart. Hello, Margie. Yay. There's 4 people here, but Margie's in chat. So, hi, Margie. It is so good to see you.
Hi, Margie.
I was like out of pocket all weekend, and it just feels weird. I feel like I haven't seen anybody or talked to anybody in a long time. Oh, there you go.
That's because you had a very special weekend.
Oh, no, don't go there.
Okay.
I had a busy weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good, Sarah. If that's where you're going to collage, that's really good right there. That's kind of a cool page. Look at that. What am I going to collage on? Just some blank paper. How you doing, Margie?
Green paper.
Oh, that's good. That was good.
Long.
Yeah, got some
but
longer.
This is an idea of what sort of we're going to do today.
I like that. So people are taking some time getting here. So let's do a quick review of June is IMA-JUNE-ATION month, and we are expanding our vision of collage in June, like imagining different things and expanding our vision about collage, because we tend to think of collage as kind of the same thing all the time, slapping down some paper and making a nice collage or a masterboard or, whatever we want to do, cut it up, not cut it up, whatever we want it to be. But there's a lot of other things you can do with collage that we sometimes forget and don't think about. And one of them is making an actual scene. I'm going to make you full screen there. An actual scene or a landscape. So, oh, that is cool. I like that. Wow. That makes a cool, that's neat. I'm just seeing all the little parts and pieces. That's really cool.
Yep, that's like a bookshelf. That's supposed to be like our art section of the house.
Yeah.
With the doggies looking out the windows.
Oh yeah. I didn't see
that.
And this is the top of a circus.
Yeah, I noticed that. A tent.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw. Actually, I thought it was upside down and creatively used as the roof. So that was really cool. Oh, there's the
roof is this. Although I would never want a flat roof.
Yeah.
That's what it got. Because that's what I could find at the time.
I love the dogs looking out the window.
I know.
Adorable.
And I just put white marker around them to make it look like a window.
Oh, that was brilliant.
And I actually added some white marker to that to make it, because I had cut it out and it took away all the splurts.
Okay.
So I just added the splurts to it.
Well, okay. So I have never done, since kindergarten, where we collaged pictures, did whatever we did in kindergarten. I have not made a collaged picture like this. So I'm going to let DM handle most of the guiding of us today as I learn to do it as well. That is just super cute, though. I love the idea of the dogs. I love the idea.
This is a freeze from a room that I cut out. Because I'm not very good with flowers. So
right. Oh, that's cute. Margie's back. She went to put lunch in the oven. So yay, Margie. Margie's not going to collage, but she's going to watch us today. Oh, where did I put my scissors? I think I left them.
And I put lots of trees around it because I like trees.
I love that. Love that.
And I love this because this is just grass cut out of something green.
Right.
And it gives, you don't only put the bottom down, you get the little fringes from it.
Margie, can you see the dogs in the windows? Yes, it's a collage. She just put it together. We didn't have a sample. And so I said, can we put one together real fast? So she did. Well, I took a nap.
I made it on a small little thing. Yeah, she took a nap and Dawn Marie did the work.
I took a nap. She made a collage. I know. It is very cute. I love the idea of the dogs. So you had the picture of the dogs and they need to be in the house. So you just drew the windows with the gel pen or something. I love that. That's a great idea. I hadn't even thought about that. So see, all right. So let's go back to all of us because Sarah's going to collage with us as well today. And DM, take us from the beginning. If we want to put together a scene or something, where do we start? How do we?
Well, you start with a piece of paper.
Okay.
You can see that I went over the edge on this one. And sometimes I tend to do that, especially if I start with a small piece of paper. I let it go off the edge. The other thing I tend to do is I do like to start with a color, whether you've painted it down or you've, you know, if you're going to do mostly a garden scene, start with a green background. If you want to put sky on it, put blue up here.
Any particular reason you start with a color?
Well, that you start with the base color so that if, for instance, something pokes through, the base color is there and it's not stark white.
Okay.
Or whatever the underneath color is. It's like it's also an illusion too.
They are huge dogs, Margie.
It makes it so you don't have to necessarily
either colored paper or put right, glue some paper on.
Glue some paper on. And I always start with really big pieces.
Okay.
So here's a little pond with some I think it actually has somebody fishing. That looks like a fish pole, but I cut it off somehow. Probably in a river. And I would love to live beside a river with lots of trees.
Oh, yeah.
So something else that looks like the river is this blue.
Oh.
I'm going to take this off. Yeah. And this sort of looks like a river. So I'm going to just add that to it. I'm not gluing anything down yet.
Okay.
I have this right here, and that's sky.
Oh, that's good sky. Okay.
So it's a nice big piece of sky. So I'm just going to slap that back there so that we know that that's the sky area.
Okay.
So you're taking really big pieces right now and just setting them down. This is grass, but I don't care which direction it's going because it's the background.
Okay.
So I just put the green down there.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. This is another good green one here. It does have some flowers in it. So I am just gonna do this. And it could even end up being mountains and it's upside down. But I'm just going to stick it back there.
Okay.
So now I have my little pond, the sky.
Okay.
Actually, this should go here so that it comes around it.
Oh, there's some good sky, but I've got just a little sky. I could put the mountains farther down and put more sky above them, right?
Right. And you could do sky in that you do really light blue to dark blue and make it into the night.
Okay.
For instance, I have this moon taken out.
Oh, cool.
So if I wanted to do dark over here, I could take this blue that I just took away from mine. Put it over here, meaning this would be the nighttime. And stick the moon there.
That's cool.
Margie.
So you could go, especially if you do one central piece, you could do a day to night, which I think is actually what I'm going to do here.
Crafting with a passion. Hey, Robin, good to see you. So we are doing something I haven't done before, and that is collaging together a scene, making a scene, and DM is guiding us through it. Oh, I did the type of collage when I was much younger, didn't know it was collage, right? Well, I remember doing it like in kindergarten and first grade, you know, where they just said, you know, tear stuff out of magazines and then, you know, you kind of put it together that way, and we didn't care so much about what we did. We were just free. But I haven't done it since then to make a real scene, and it is expanding
So this is going to be my base. I'm going to use this as part of the sky because I think that's really pretty.
That's cool. Right.
This is still part of the sky. This is going to be my base for the grounding, the ground. Okay. This is my center point, which is trees and a pond. Excuse me, where did that come from? And then this is going to be my night half, which has the moon.
Ooh, I like that.
And I think I have another piece of this blue, hopefully
way back in. Okay, so I like the mountains way back in the back, and then I'll need some focal point up front. And then I've got lots of cool flowers that I could use around a focal point up front. But what do I?
So one of the things I also like to do with these kind of things is, so you know how a crazy quilt looks?
Yeah.
Think of that as a flower garden.
Okay.
And so if you were going to, like, I might do this on this side. If I was going to set out my own flower garden, I would want it to look like a crazy quilt.
Yeah, I would want stuff.
Lots of stuff, but in their little spots with things around them.
Okay, I'm changing. Like I don't want mountains anymore. That's going to be a different one because I found this, and I really like this.
Oh, yes. Yes, I love that tree.
So
that's the other thing. If you have a really big tree you want to put on, for instance, like this one, it's one that I sort of saved out.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool on the side. Yeah.
This is when you go and you cut the big tree out and you put that down. The other thing here is this grouping, I will glue all the way down. Anything that I put on top of it from here will only get one little dot of glue if I feel like that's how it should go. I usually set it out 100% by itself first. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down.
Sarah, what are you doing?
I'm painting.
Painting it like your base, just a base background? Okay.
I think I'm going to have to take out the dryer, though.
That's okay.
Yeah, we were talking about that, how I watched a couple collagers, and they painted first and then glued their stuff on, and some did some painting afterwards, and it's kind of cool, and that's kind of a whole nother different.
It is. It's still mixed media. It's still collaging. It's just like normally what I would have done too is I probably would have painted the base. Just so that I would get the feeling of the colors that I wanted on the base.
Right.
And I'd sort of mark it out ahead of time. But instead of marking it out ahead of time, what I'm doing is that I'm denoting it with big pieces of paper.
All right. So now what am I looking for? Other sections of flowers that I like, because if this whole thing's going to be like a flower garden around this gazebo.
Yep. So decide on a color that you like, or a color. If you want a pattern, decide on a pattern that you like and start making your flowers.
I could put some flowers up close and then some in the behind.
Right.
These are.
You could put individual flowers. You could cut them all out as squares.
Okay.
You know, like use a punch and cut a square, no matter what size they are. That will, to you, that's going to denote a square. So, you know, a square patch of flowers. So that
they're kind of more like wildflowers here, which is more random. Although there could be patches of wildflowers. So what about something like that down as the base?
Yeah.
And then I can put more patches of flowers on top of them.
On top of it. Yep,
So that
exactly.
work?
So I think I'm going to take this blue out. Maybe not. I think it might need it. I'm going to put it behind that one
Either
though.
part of it.
Motion detected in the front yard.
Let's see here.
And I'm just going to tuck that in.
And I understand the concept. We just, we're just going to keep adding things until we get it how we like it.
Yep.
My brain says though, like, okay, how do I start? Where do I go? What do I
You
do?
start with a base like I'm doing. You
So
put
that's
it
making
down.
sense that you're saying that. That's
Yeah.
making a lot of sense.
You put it down and then you go from there. You decide, I want
These are really pretty. Let's see.
and then, like, for instance, like I'm saying with yours, if you're doing it like a garden, you decide next how you want your, like, so for instance, I found these florals. So instead of using actual flowers, I think I'm going to cut these out in squares or triangles to denote a garden.
Okay. That's cool. This, as simple as this sounds, this might be the most challenging one for me. I'm really looking forward to the next 2 weeks because every week this month we're getting a little more out there in what we're doing, and just some wild and crazy and fun collage kind of things.
But I do want to say that the way I'm starting this is how I actually tend to start even the ones that are coming
All of
up.
them. Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know.
Because this is what you need. You need the base to start everything.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
So I haven't put down the moon yet because something may go down underneath it. But I've glued everything else down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim around it so I know my edges. As you can see, I overextended past the edge. Yeah. And I like to do that with the big pieces so that you can know where, you know.
I mean, we do that when we collage, just regular collage. So why not?
Right.
It makes sense.
And then actually you could use those pieces too if you need to.
Yeah.
So right there,
I think I need a kitty cat walking along this little path right here.
Night.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
River, lots of green. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out my tree, which I may actually put as a distinguisher between the pond. Okay. So this one will be more fussy cut because of I want it to be a
yeah, sometimes you got to get the more the specific image, and other times you just want to tear out.
Right. So a lot of times in these, I'll do both tearing and cutting, especially if I want a specific edge or, you know, you want the tree, but you don't necessarily want all the greenery behind it, or you want the roof of a house, but not necessarily the front door. Or,
right. Yeah.
You know,
that makes sense.
Something like that. And I wanted to cover up that Cumberbatch thing, but
okay,
do that.
I'm gonna need to find me a little kitty cat. I can see a kitty cat walking down this little path in the garden. That just this seems like what should be there.
I agree. Kitty cats everywhere.
Yeah. Did you get a kitty cat yet, Sarah?
No, not yet.
Are you going to? You think maybe?
I'm hoping to, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I think you need it for company, Sarah.
I do too. And but my brother lives in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he does come visit me sometimes.
Oh, and is he allergic?
He's deathly allergic.
Oh.
And
That's
when
too bad.
when I told him that after his next visit I was going to get a kitty, he says, "Well, that's a killer for me."
Yeah.
I said,
That will
"Well,
kill
I'll
any
just have to
future
come
visits.
visit you instead then."
There you go. That works. Aw.
There, I switched that and put it there.
All right. Did I just knock something on the floor? Where was my... I think I did.
Okay.
Knocked off one of my flowers.
So I'm going to go back to this picture right here, because this right here to me looks like a little dock, even though it's out in the thing. So I think I'm going to put a dock going outside of that.
Perfect.
And actually, I probably can rip this one first, so that it's, but then just cut the end of the dock off, so it looks like it's more out into the water rather than
right.
So there's my dock going out into the water. Oh, I could put it right there. And that way it would cover up some of the, yep, that's where I'm going to do it. See, this may end up not being sky with it, depending on how I put things down.
That sky actually looks like, when I just glance over, it looks like water.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It looks like I'm looking out at the lake.
Oh. Well, now this might denote it as more out into green, but
Margie says my son-in-law is slightly allergic to cats. No problem. Hi, Sylvia. Still shopping this morning, missing all the fun. Be home soon. Margie, hold the fort. She's doing a good job at it so far. We miss you, Sylvia, but you got to do what you got to do. We know that. So we'll see you very soon.
So,
all right.
I do need to get rid of Cumberbatch up there because we don't want him. Well, I wouldn't mind having him at my forever house, but
I agree.
Or in my picture, but this is from the same picture, so I had just taken the top off. So I think I am going to just sort of pull some of this off and stick it there, even though it's not. We can pretend that's like a cloud in the sky. And actually, I could have gotten in white and done that, but I don't care.
That's all right.
I'm just going to see what this looks like. And if some of the words show, doesn't matter.
And if you want to put a bird on it later to cover a word.
Right. And like on this side, I think I plan on putting, like, if I can't find a bat, I think I'm going to draw a bat.
Oh, cool.
You know, like bats flying around on that side.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, let's see here. Need some of these orange flowers here.
So I do have my little piece here that I showed you of a crazy quilt, but I think I'm going to make that my house.
Oh, that'd make a cool little house.
Sort of.
Sort of. Getting my.
I just want it. It's not it doesn't have to be exactly, you know, a house. It can be something that looks like one.
Anything that resembles.
Anything that resembles, and then you just add to that to make it look more like a house.
Right. Okay, let's see here. I have to get some orange flowers in here in honor of DM. Orange lilies, which we love, but they are so fragrant, they give me a headache.
Me too.
A lot of flowers give me headaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty, but I just can't go up and inhale them anymore.
Nope.
And what's even worse these days is I can't walk into stores that are full of
Oh,
perfumes and stuff that just
yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
do that either.
every time.
Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. Okay.
So here's another thing is I had already put that down for blues, but look at this sky right here.
Oh, I love that with the clouds.
Yeah, so I may end
pretty.
up sort of tearing this and putting it in little tiny strips to make the sky look a little different than what I already have.
That would be a really pretty sky.
So I'm going to extend it that way. Wait, where did I take that off of? That's the bottom. So I'm going to put it. See, and I didn't put that top down so that I could put more things behind it.
Good. All right, I went and grabbed my animal pictures.
Oh.
Gonna see if I can find me a kitty cat. Oh, butterflies would be pretty in the garden too. Look at that peacock.
So there's
Peacock
that.
would be pretty sitting in the garden, wouldn't he? Just right up here.
We used to have a peacock in our neighborhood, and they are foul-smelling beasts, and they're mean. They weren't
so pretty, but they can be. They can be mean. I could put the baby elephant in my garden. It'd be cute. Oh, the gigantic hummingbird.
You want a gigantic hummingbird in your garden?
It would be very gigantic in ratio. Nope. Hummingbird would be great, but that one's just a little too big. Let's see what else. There's a wildcat. Oh, there's some kitties, baby kitties. I need one that would be
basically what this is doing is it's just why you put the big color blocks down first is that so you get the hint of where you need to put other things.
Okay. Okay, and it doesn't have to make sense, right? Like real life?
No, it doesn't have to make sense. If you want a giant peacock out your window, then you get a giant peacock out your window.
Penguin walking down the sidewalk, it's okay. Because I don't think I have a little kitty cat. I am a peacock, smelly and mean. Yep, yes I am. Margie says, Rick Rack. So do butterflies and lace and Rick Rack. Oh, and peacocks. Well, I don't think I have any little kitties, so I might have me a couple. There's a bunny rabbit that could be hopping through the garden.
So can you see how, well, once that gets stuck down, it will look like.
Oh, yep. Yep.
And I think I'm just going to rip this page so it doesn't look so cut off on the top.
Margie or Sylvia, me too. Ugly feet makes them scream. All right.
You want it to end up looking like a scene. If it has something in it, like for instance, I used a freeze up here as part of the sky. You know, you can have, say, if you have see a pair of shoes that are the color you want as something like a boat. If I found a pair of shoes that looked like, you know, a boat, I would maybe cut it to look like a canoe or something. So if it was the color that you wanted, you could do that.
Well, I'm going to have penguins walking on the sidewalk because I don't have a picture of a little kitty cat, and I think it would be perfect for a little kitty or a kitty and a puppy together. Just a little bit of a sidewalk over here, and since I don't have one, but I've got these cute little penguins, but I still want to have to be able to see the sidewalk so that you know that that's Maybe that's not going to work. We'll see. Might have to just keep searching for little kitty cat. You wouldn't think a cat would be so hard to find in a magazine.
Well, it depends on what kind of magazine.
I was
Golf magazine, you're not going to find a kitty cat in, which I saw on your.
But the only kind of magazines I have, I got from the dentist office. Other than a cool art magazine, which I am not ready to cut up yet, that I got from Sylvia.
Okay, so I need a little tiny door for my house, so it will denote a house.
Okay.
So now I'm going to look at all my pictures and see what I can find for a door that I would like. None of those. Let's see, the H could be a door, but I don't think it's big enough. Let's see what else I have. Could use part of that as a door. I keep looking at the one I've done and saying, oh, I like that door, but I put it on something already. So there's my door, and it's from a column of a frieze on a house. I will end up going and making it look more like a door, but that is my door. I also had here, oh, and this is my barn. Where am I going to put my barn? I shouldn't have glued that down and put my barn back there. Yay, there's enough room for me to stick it behind. I think I'm going to probably have to rip that there, but I think it will still look like a barn. So I really like these right here, these bricks, and I wanted to use them as clouds, but I think I'm going to actually use them as a pathway. Clouds, I just thought it'd be fun to use them as because they're concrete. And who would think of using concrete in clouds? Because that's how my brain works, people. Actually, I think I might cut a cloud out of this. We'll put it across the moon. So basically, you have to look past what you're seeing in the picture and look at it for your the colors you're looking for. Oh no. Well, go, Christy, go. This also makes your brain work too. So that's why you get really quiet, because you're thinking about how you want things to look. And once again, I'm not sticking anything down permanently right away. I just put a little dab of glue down. And you know how you look up at the sky and clouds are constantly changing? Clouds can be any shape you want. So that one sort of looks like a wonky state of Massachusetts. Let's see, a couple more. Also, I'm also still hanging things off the edge.
That's looking really cool.
Thank you.
I like that a lot. Sarah, what kind of scene are you putting together?
Kind of like a dark woods.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So I also have this little picture of this tree, which looks really scary. And I think I might put it on this corner, sort of underneath the moon.
Christy, did something happen with your mom that you're waiting on, or just, you know, the doctor's going to be there to see her? I think I missed part of it. I had to go take a call and I missed part of the chat here.
Actually, it should go here because it's sunny.
I know, Christy, I have no magazines. I had tons of them. I gave them all away or, you know, donated them or whatever, because I never used them. And now I'm learning all these ways to use them. So, but don't go buy them. Don't spend any money. Just ask people, you know, if they've got magazines that they're done with. Tell them you're interested in them for art projects. Check with the dentist and the doctor. Just ask when you go in, just ask at the counter, what do you guys do with your magazines when you put the new ones out? And they say, oh, we just throw them away. Would you like some? Yes, please. She's been in the hospital this past week. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Christy. I'll keep you and her in my prayers.
I really want to use this silly tree. Maybe it can be the base of this tree.
Couple butterflies. Let's see.
No, it's too light behind it. Oh, look, there was a door that I could have used. That's okay.
All
But
right.
look, there's some more chairs for lounging in. Because I
Mm,
like lots of loungy chairs.
yeah. Oh, that's a good idea, Christy. Check with the Buy Nothing, the local Buy Nothing group.
Oh, yes. Except for they're not pointing towards the... They should be pointing towards the pond. Oh, maybe I'll put it over here.
I need that to be darker.
Trying to fussy cut a butterfly without cutting off any of his close, but not too close. Not real good at that.
Now, other things you can use as trees instead of trees. For instance, I have this great thing of grass. So, but if you cut it like a tree, it becomes a tree.
It's a gigantic butterfly, but he might work. This little bunny over here, just coming to the sidewalk. Work. There's a pretty butterfly.
Becomes a grouping of trees.
Hello, Tina. Good to see you. So for those of you who have just recently come in, June is IMA-JUNE-ATION month. And there are actually challenges the 4 weeks of June. And, you know, we love our group challenges. And I haven't said, but you never know. You might win something when you do the challenges. So they're always worth doing. Besides that, they're just a lot of fun. But the challenges this month are to do the thing that we do on Monday Jumpstart, post a picture with the hashtag. And there is a post in the group. It is pinned to the top under featured that has the first weekend, and then this is the second week. So the first week we collaged images or pictures of something. So I did this cardinal and the banana. You don't have to do two. I just did because it was fun. And now this week we are collaging a scene or a landscape. And then next week, the third, I would try to do these two and catch up real fast because they don't take long. And if you come in on Monday Jumpstart and you do the activity with us, you've already done it for the week. If you want to do more, great. But you've done the one that you need to post for the challenge. But week 3 and week 4 are going to be really fun and out of the box, outside of your normal thinking patterns. So I'm really looking forward to those. So week 2, we expand a little bit by doing a landscape more than just one image. And then week 3 and 4, we're going totally rogue. And I'm looking forward to those. So
looks like smoke coming out of my house.
I'm doing great, Tina. Thank you for asking. I know we were talking about, when we decided this for June, we were talking about how when we collage, we tend to kind of do the same thing all the time. We collage, you know, the pages that either we know we want to cut up and use for tags and things, or something that we end up really liking and keep as a master board. Hi, Sada. But we rarely collage different from that. And there are a lot of collage artists on YouTube. If you go in and watch some of them, they collage in many different ways. And there are lots of different things that you can do. So we thought it would be a good month for us to expand our collage vision. Oh, silly. Yeah. And then in July, some of your admin are going to share some of their secrets about ways that they do things. I'm really looking forward to that. If you, I'll tell you a little secret. I've already created all the YouTube events all the way to the end of July. So you could go onto YouTube after this and go look at all the upcoming events. The 3rd week and 4th week of June are there, and 4 weeks of July are there. So that'll give you an idea of what's coming up and what kind of fun you can look forward to. So DM is teaching us how to do this landscape deal here, because I haven't done one like this. Although I've watched a few people on YouTube, and they're different ways. I really like the sky and clouds you added there. I really like the sky and clouds you added there.
Oh, thank you. The clouds are actually made out of concrete blocks.
Oh, sweet.
So
Very
it's sort
cool.
of a,
Yeah, play on clouds.
and actually this one right down here, it actually looks more like it's smoke coming out of the chimney that I
Yeah, it does. Yeah. They're the right color and they're about the right size. So clouds don't have to be clouds. Collage vision. Yeah. Better than television, right, Margie? I'll also be practicing my fussy cutting skills. I really need to do that more. And
yes, actually it does.
Sometimes I fussy cut this butterfly, but I tore these flowers so I wouldn't have a straight edge as I was, syncing them up with some other things on here. It's like you can see the straight edge right here. The eye goes there, but these that are torn, they kind of meld together a little bit better. So some things I'll fussy cut and some things I won't. I don't know. What do you think about this little statue water guy right here in the garden?
Oh, I like that.
Think that works?
I really like it. Sarah, yours is looking really
on
good.
the sidewalk.
Thanks.
I like it.
Dark forest. Hope it doesn't rain from those clouds. It could hurt.
Yes.
With old magazines. To my autistic
That is
magazines.
true.
Oh, that's a great idea, Tina. That's a great idea. Do you have a lot of magazines, Tina? Are you one of those people that has kept the magazines and now you've got a lot to work with? I did. I had a bunch of magazines, but I thought, not using these, don't need them anymore. I'll pass them on. And I did. And now I need some. So
I need 2 small pieces of paper that I know I kept. Now it's finding them.
And what else do I want to put in this garden? I'm going to just look for some things here.
Nope.
I feel like.
Nope.
Oh, that could be cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little pathway that could go right back through the garden, right back there, couldn't it? I think it could.
And the thing that we did with this is that we started out with really big pieces of paper that were our bases.
Which was a great idea.
Dumb dog. Stop. Go away. Go away. You can't get up there. Sorry, I'm dog sitting, and this dog is a puppy, and she tries to.
We used to have a lot. There's tons of crafty magazines in the she shed that we inherited when we bought this place. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Tina. I need to find somebody that subscribes to like Home and Garden, those kinds, and Architectural Digest. I used to have a lot of architectural
too.
Yes, love those.
Yeah. Architectural Digest is a good one to, if you can find somebody or get them. I do watch the ones that are being given away on Marketplace, because you do tend to find.
Oh, people give away magazines on Marketplace?
In my neighborhood, they do.
You know what? That would be a good place maybe to go out and say, I'm looking for some for art projects.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the same thing with the dogs, but this time. Oh, but they're going to be way too big, but that's
All right,
okay.
so I'm going to add these.
Maybe I'll just put,
some stairs back here, I think.
let's see if I can cut these down smaller, but they'll still look like a doggy in a window. He's going to go in the barn though.
Still feel like these butterflies are too big. They're gigantic.
That's okay. You made yours back in Jurassic Park times.
Right. All my animals are Jurassic Park animals in this beautiful little garden.
That just means that you love your animals more than you love your garden.
Get rid of their outdated magazines. Oh, yeah. And I missed a library sale last weekend, and I wondered if they would have had magazines. I could ask. I bet I could go over to the library and ask, even like, what do they do when the magazines are outdated? I think they sell them, but keep that one. That one's pretty. Let's see here. I could put another butterfly.
There it is. And there's the other thing.
Stamping and crochet magazines. Oh, Somerset Studio. Yes. Considering starting a YouTube for ASD kids and young adults. Oh, what a great idea, Tina. Yeah, there's plenty of parents that have people in their family. That is a good idea. Somewhere on one of these little flowers, it's got to be a smaller, but even this ladybug is gigantic because it's so close up. I could put the lady working in the garden. I could put her, let's see, maybe I will keep her out.
Okay, so now I'm going to make my garden out of these right here, which are pictures of flowers. And I actually like the idea that it is.
I love the idea of making the thing out of something else. That is not the thing, like the clouds that you did.
Yep.
They're
That's
right
what
color,
I like the most about these
right
kinds.
Color, but yeah,
Yep.
but it's not, but they're not clouds. And
Right.
then you see clouds, and then you look closer at them and you go, oh, they're not. They were something else before they became clouds. Yeah, I like that a lot.
I just think that it adds extra texture.
Yes.
So if you're doing like for instance, this right here was actually a ceiling, but it was that pretty blue color, and it gives extra texture to the what I ended up doing as the sky above my little house that is made from a quilt.
Uh-huh. I totally agree. Maybe these steps would be closer.
This denotes my garden because I suck at gardening, but I do want a little tiny garden plot.
Hey, Kat. Good to see you. We are collaging a scene today, which is outside of my norm. We are collaging every week in June in some different sort of way. So check out weeks 3 and 4 next week and the following week, because they are going to be a lot of fun. We'll go with animals. And if you're going to take the time to collage, make sure you post them in the group with the hashtag.
Definitely.
So that you can get in for the monthly challenge.
And remember, and remember while you're collaging, look for things to become something that aren't necessarily what they are. So like my clouds are made from white cinder blocks. This is denoting my garden, and they're actually pieces of fabric, and they're denoting that I have little patches of garden over by my thing here. So look for things that aren't necessarily exactly what they are. Trees, sometimes if you have a really dark scene, you can actually hand cut a tree out of that.
Or something with a cool texture would make a good tree.
Right. So you have to look beyond what what you have. Look for the texture in the picture or the colors in the picture, not necessarily what you're looking for.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes. You have to start to look at it differently for color and texture, not for the image.
Yep.
That is a change. National Geographics are good for lots of images. I'm going to have to go on Marketplace and see if I can.
National Geographics, they will probably make you buy. I haven't seen anybody giving them away.
For old magazines.
Yeah.
That's for old magazines. Any old magazines to use for art projects.
Yep. Although I did find somebody who gave me free National Geographics, but that's because she had them up forever and
nobody
took them, and she had wheelbarrows full of them.
Oh my gosh. Did you take them all or just a few?
I took the ones that weren't waterlogged
already?
Waterlogged because she had left them outside.
Oh my goodness. That's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine though, if there was that many that it was, would have been difficult for her to get them inside maybe.
Yeah, she had them in a lean-to kind of thing. But the lean-to leaked. They were from her mother's house. So.
Oh. Well, that's too bad. Let's see.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure everything is down. I haven't decided what to do with this block over here. I sort of wanted to make it a night scene, but it may just end up being blank like that until I figure out if there's something else that goes there, because I tried a tree that I liked, but it was too light. So, but that does look like, I think it looks like dark water. So, but I wanted to put my moon in.
Sorry. Here's the link to the group, Happy Paper People. Put that in there. So if you're not already in the group, definitely join. Sylvia, I love your magazines. I'm not willing to cut them up yet, though. I gotta look at them and look at them and look at them and digest them. Art magazines, I'm not willing to cut up yet, but some of the, Home and Garden or whatever, Martha Stewart's Living, those kind would be great. I used to have lots and lots of those. Oprah gave them all away. So.
You know what? Oprah, actually, I don't find much in Oprah's to get. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the way, the way she does it. I can never find anything that I truly want to cut out of there.
Interesting.
I
haven't looked at it in years.
It could be the way the picture does it. I don't even know if Oprah magazine is still out.
I don't know. Maybe it isn't even still there's old ones floating around, but it may not still be a new or a current magazine. Let's see. Got all these pretty orchids. I'm just looking for some smallish birds or butterflies.
Do you have any small stamps?
I do actually. I even have like butterfly stickers.
You could put those on.
I could use a butterfly sticker. Trying to do something, everything out of a magazine, but may not work. And that's okay.
You don't necessarily, that's true. If you had a piece of paper that you really, really liked and it looked like the sky for you, you could use that. I was just thinking about something to go on this dark side, and I actually have something, but it's not from a magazine, it's from a book, which could work also.
Hey, Casey.
Hi, Casey.
Hello,
We
hello.
are collaging a scene. And what you're doing with this is that you're putting the bases down first of the colorways that you want it. So for instance, my sky was a really big piece of blue. I put a really big piece of green down here to denote where I was going to put a lawn. I have this one piece that goes up this way that is water. And then this is a night scene that I broke it apart with this one big, huge tree. So then the one thing we do from there is then you start putting things on to put them in the way that you want them. But you look beyond what the picture is and you look for color and you look for texture. So for instance, my clouds here are actually concrete blocks that I just cut clouds out of. This right here was not a dock. I made it a dock. My house is actually made from a crazy quilt put on a bed. This is denoting a little bit of a garden, but they're just triangles from this. So they're sort of, you just have to look beyond and look for the textures.
Yes.
And then once this is dry a little bit, I think it's almost dry, I am going to go and put some ink around things so they'll look more like, you'll be able to tell more of what it looks like. Like I got to put the dog coming out the window, and you all know that.
Well, yeah, the dogs in our last window were awesome. Let's see. Because I will always own a dog. So
no matter what,
a dog in the window.
There will always be a doggy in the window.
And there's never an answer to how much is that doggy in the window. Because they're not.
Because I would never be buying it from a store that had a doggy in the window.
That's right.
Rescue, 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 rescue. Sorry.
Gonna work.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
As large as you would like, Kat. Mine is on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Well, roughly, it's a page torn out of a book. It's what it's on. So probably pretty close. If you want to make a giant one, you can do that.
So I needed a step for my door to go out onto my little thing here. There's my
doggy
step.
and DM's windows not for sale. That's what I meant by that, Margie. Didn't come out very well, but sometimes I collage on a corner of my journal page. I plan to collage a gift box. Oh, that will be cool.
I did a box recently.
Yes. I like that one. All right.
It's got pins in it right now.
That's a good thing for a box to have in it.
Yeah, like pins like that you get at concerts
and
yeah.
Like souvenir pins.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. I'm going to walk over here and see if I've got butterfly sticker. Actually, I'm going to grab this sticker book, which happens to be right here, and see if it's got anything small enough.
I'm putting windows in my door. My door was actually a top of a column
It's all right, Sylvia. Take a breath. No rickrack. No rickrack here today. Okay, that butterfly. Oh, butterfly sitting up on top of here would be very pretty. Just needs to be... or a little bird. Or a weird fairy. How about a garden fairy? A garden gnome.
A gnome.
That would be
Garden
cool.
gnome would be cute. I don't know if there's going to be a garden gnome in this. An owl. Oh, an owl sitting up on top of that gazebo.
An owl would be cool up in one of the yes.
Yeah.
That's what I should find to put right here is a big, huge owl.
Okay, this guy could sit right there. He works. And an owl right here in the tree would work. Maybe one of those two. Let's see what else is in this book. Oh, you have the sticker book, Kat. I've had the sticker book for a couple of years, and I
love
don't
my sticker
think
books.
I have taken anything out of it. I might have taken one. If I did, I don't remember even, but I just haven't used it. So I pulled it over closer so I would see it. Oh, they would be cute in the garden. Wouldn't they be cute in the garden? Like the little flower fairies over the toadstool.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to use it all up and then use these pages that are in here and make a journal.
Except for the opposite side of that is non-sticky, and you really couldn't stick anything to the other side of the page because I already thought of that too.
Yeah, you have to gesso it or something.
If the gesso will stick, because I don't tend to find gesso sticks to that sticker paper.
Challenge. Yeah, Kat, I don't ever use it too, so I'm glad you went to grab yours. Let's see what else we can find in here.
I love mine. In fact, I wish more stickers were made in that format.
Into books. There are a couple of other books, but sometimes
I know. I probably
there's only a
have
few pages that I like, and then the rest of it I don't think I would ever use. So I don't know. I gotta kind of be things that I would use, or it's not worth getting the whole book. Okay, so there's a ladybug and a bee that might be of the right size. Another bee. Okay, lots of bees. Okay, the owl can be sitting in the tree even if it is daytime. I like to have him up on top of that gazebo, but it's kind of mostly not visible. Although he could be standing right there. Let's see. Oh, no, he's way too big to stand right there. Even there. Well, I wonder if I have a smaller one in my vintage library stuff. I got a whole bunch of leftover.
There's where you need to look for it.
A whole bunch of leftover vintage library stuff after my projects. You can use score tape on the non-sticky side to stick anything to it. That's a good point, Margie.
Oh, that is a good
remember
point.
That
Margie.
6-inch wide tape you have?
Yep.
You could put one strip of that.
Yep, you could.
On that side. My thought was to glue the two sides together.
Oh, now that would work too.
That are non-sticky so that you see the pretty sides, or at least glue on two sides and make a pocket out of it. So then, yeah, you can see the pretty sides and decorate those because you don't want 50 pages all the same. So you need to decorate some of them. Okay, some of these bees and I need a little page marker here. Okay, come back for ladybugs and bees. Problem solver here, right, Margie? Trick is grab a sticker, not your usual sticker, and collage or build upon that image. Yes,
that would be fun.
That goes along, Sylvia, with next week. I really hope you can be on next week, Sylvia. That goes along with next week, and
It does.
For week 4, week 3, and week 4. And yes, use duct tape. So, just expanding out of our basic collage. This is, collaging a scene or a landscape, but as DM mentioned, using things that are not always what they seem to be something else. That gets us thinking differently. And then next week, we're going to take we call it a focal point. What did we call it? Next week we take a focal point and we will collage off that focal point. So like Sylvia said, pick a sticker or pick a face or a head or a hand or this little water garden goddess, whatever it is. And you put that down and then you're going to collage off of that. That's going to be a ton of fun. And then the 4th week, we're going to go whimsical. And that's collaging odd things together with a purpose.
Yep.
Hey, Glennis. Bye, Casey. See you soon.
Bye, Casey.
So we're kind of amping up every week this month to increase our collaging skills and expand our thought process on collaging.
To go beyond.
Ooh, look how pretty these whole pages. Wow.
What
a whole
you think?
page, a great background.
Oh, yes. But they come out now. If you look at those, sometimes they come out and they're different things. Like
you mean it's already cut?
Yeah, so that it might be a woman, or it might be, I know one of them is a woman holding a book.
A flower. Oh, I see. Yep, I see right here. I can see the sticker coming up right there. Oh, that's interesting. Had no idea.
Yep, I wish it was just the sticker without it being cut, like that whole page.
Right. Because that would be a wonderful background.
Right. But all of those images that they take for those sticker books are all images from classic images you can get as non-trademark images,
copyrighted and freeware out there, or not freeware, free
because
free market images.
You tend to find some of the same stickers in different books.
Or Alice. Stamp an eye, draw an eye, then draw a bird around it or a hand or a cat. See, that's next week, Sylvia. So I hope you can plan next week, Sylvia, to be on with us live, because it's really your thing. It's always Alice, or Alice, it's always Alice. Dorothy owned a dog, formed an army, and killed her enemy. So
then you just start finding little things like this to put on. Like I found two little fun topiaries to just put by my door.
Yeah.
So then you can start looking at stuff and putting the little tiny things down that you can.
Oh, there's a kitty. Maybe I will find a kitty for my sidewalk. There's a page of kitty cat stickers. I like this one, walking the wrong direction, but it's walking away from the garden.
It's already done its damage.
Right. I'm out of here. I came, I destroyed, I left.
I came, I went to the bathroom.
Really. The life of a cat. This would be a good eye to do the focal point on.
Mm-hmm.
There's another bunny. Let's see. Maybe I could find a squirrel. Let's see. We'll get you thinking in different ways than you normally
Yes.
do.
It makes you look for things. Like even if you have a big, huge thing like this,
Mm-hmm.
I made it into a small hedge.
Right. That's cool.
And it just is showing you that I wanted color there. Wanted it to look like a hedge.
It's a little tiny butterfly. Needs to be trimmed in even farther.
Not working.
Not working the way you want it?
Nope.
Let me see, Sarah.
What's
I'm trying to do a lighted path.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
It's a
And
great idea.
it's just not, I
Some of the
can't
other-
figure out how to get it.
What if you cut, instead of using that as one big piece, what if you cut it down into squares to make the path and still look for things that is that light yellow? Because if you use white or light yellow, it will end up looking like a lighted path, but make them like all brick size or like long size, like where is that one I was going to use?
Like separate steps along the way.
Separate steps. I had something that had, it was like stepping stones, but there was grass and then a white stepping stone, grass and a white stepping stone, that I had saved somewhere. But that would also work too. Instead of trying to make one big piece, break it down.
I agree, Margie.
Spread it out so that it would look like a path down.
And none of these pages are white, but they still have the border, Margie. Like that one was beige, but I just had to trim off that border. I agree with you. Okay, I'm seeing lots of cool images in here, giving me ideas on other journals and things I have going. So I really need to get in and use this book. Ooh, I could put a snake in the garden.
Are you trying to make the Garden of Eden?
Well, I wasn't, but did I tell you that there are 10 eggs out there in that nest?
And they haven't hatched yet?
No, I don't.
I think they're not going to.
There was 6, and now there's 10. But the first 6 should have already hatched by now.
Yes.
So
I wasn't going to bring that up to you.
Well, you know, it was a chance she took doing it here, you know, when there's so many, dogs walking by every morning and she's only 3 feet off the sidewalk.
Right.
But I was hoping that she was hidden enough that it wouldn't bother her.
I mean, if she put them back a little more, she definitely would have been.
Last year, she was farther into the ivy.
Yeah.
Not against the tree. She was just farther into the ivy. And the dogs don't go into the ivy there that walk by, but they're close enough, though, that maybe it scares her. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this. What is this called?
Ode to a Grecian urn.
A garden urn, a Grecian urn in the garden. That's what that's called. Okay, I think I'm going to put this Grecian urn down. My paper is all, you know, how it gets when you glue. Not flat. How come yours is all nice and flat?
It's not.
Oh.
I haven't glued everything down 100%.
Oh,
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes what I would do from this, like this is sticking up, is I would maybe even put a whole layer of
oh, you're using glue. I'm using like collage glue. So it's much more where did I just drop that bird?
I put a swan on my side.
I just had a bird in my hand and I just dropped him. Where did I just drop him? Shoot. I didn't drop him on the. Did I drop him on the floor? Oh, come on. I fussy cut the bird. Where did the bird go? Oh, there he is.
And you have to remember, if you're going to put a bird in the water, make the water go around it. So I just cut like little waves.
Yeah.
Either that or tuck him in if you haven't put it all the way down. So visually,
a lot of work, Margie. Yes, picture drawing on it. Hate cutting the edge off. Yeah. Or use a black marker to cover the white edge, or use a gold pen to color. Oh, there you go.
Yes, yep.
Sarah, do you have star sequins or any sequins?
Yes.
Sequins would make nice little lit path, illuminated path.
I will have to look.
Now you want me to get up and go find something. I'm sitting here collaging. You could also, I mean, you could always add sequins after the fact if you thought it would help. All right.
Where are those books? Oh, they're over here. Now I have to go get mine out too.
Your what, sequins?
No, my books.
Oh, your sticker book. All right. Let's see.
I have every one that's out on the market, I think.
Which ones are they?
I think my favorite one is actually the Smithsonian Cabinet of Curiosities.
Okay.
But I have all of the antiquarian ones, which is put out by Dot.
I didn't get the others because I didn't think there was enough in them that I would use.
Actually, the newest one, which is Imaginarium, is my favorite one out of the three.
I don't know if I've seen Cabinet of Curiosities. That one I would like to see.
See? There it is.
Oh, cool. Well, let me know when you start flipping through it, and I'll pay attention.
I knew what you meant. I was just...
I was thinking to go online and look for it and you know, go on Amazon and find it and see what's in it. But if you do flip through it, I would like to see it.
Actually, there is a flip through of that on my
Oh, really?
On my channel.
Let's see where
I think it's on that one. It may be on this one.
Be. No, that's not a good one.
I am looking for an owl. Because I want an owl.
Because I want
or a crow.
I think I want to put some mushrooms.
Oh, and I could put a fish in my water.
Glue. Oh, yes. We opposed to just paste or just glue. Yes, as opposed to who's using like glue out of a bottle to, you know, glue pictures down, where I grabbed this whole collage crappy stuff and trying to use it up. Collage is the best way to use it up, right? Because you use more if you go under it and over it. All right, so where were those cute little mushrooms with the... Oh, here's a fish for you. There is a fish in the antiquarian. At least one.
Oh, I think there's a whole page of fish in that one.
I feel like maybe I should put one of these little garden fairies. But either that or the two Don't know where they went. Oops. I'm going to destroy that owl before I ever get around to using them. Once you pick them up, they don't stick back to the sticker paper very well.
Well, they don't go back into the little space that they're supposed to go into
Even
very
if
well.
you put them in the little space, they don't stick to the sticker paper.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I find a bigger space and put them in there, and they usually stick there a little better.
Put those little.
I found something to use. So I have this really cute sticker that has like somebody on a flying.
Oh, that's cute.
I think I'm going to put, although he's already got the moon, but I think I'm going to put him up there. Let me see what I can do to cut him out. Because we will all be flying on flying carpets in my.
Oh, glitter paper would make a great path too. That's a good idea, Sylvia. A great illuminated path. Or when she's all done, she could always put a little bit of glue down and sprinkle some glitter on it.
Mm-hmm. There, my people are flying in the moon on a.
You're getting a good illuminated path there. It looks that way from here anyway.
Yep, it does. It's very good, Sarah.
Let's see. I'm going to put Mr. Squirrel. Oh, I can't say that too loud. We do have squirrels that live in our back trees, and they're Lucy's friends. If I say squirrel, she's going to think that they're out, and I'm telling her that they're out. And she's going to run.
My friends, my friends.
Exactly. You're so funny. I got up the other morning, and it was early in the morning, and I was sitting out in the living room, and I hear this little pitter patter across the roof over my head.
Oh no.
And there's two of them. There's the heavier one, the man, and right behind him, his little wife, because there's two squirrels. And I know it's the squirrels. They go from the pine trees in the front, they run across the roof and jump into the maple tree on the back. We watch them do it. It's just cute.
There, I put a crow in my tree.
Nice.
Now I have to find some bats. I think there's probably bats in one of these. Actually, I know which one. Oh, wait. Bats. Nope.
Kat, how's yours coming? Did you get one started, Kat? Let's see. I got a koala. Not what I'm looking for. I thought I saw a couple of mushrooms in this one. If not, I've got some mushroom stickers. I do want some little mushrooms. There's some mushrooms right there. Well, they're all different kinds.
That's okay. I'd love to have a mushroom farm.
Oh, that would be cool.
Dark and dank and mysterious, because mushrooms need it to be. Sorry, cutting your hands off.
It's not working. Cutting your hands off.
Yeah, I cut her. She's looking like she's diving into the water. So, so I cut her hands off. So it looks like she dove off the.
Oh, we
dog.
lost Sarah.
Sarah!
There she is. There she is. We get her back. Kat starting glue book pages together and pulling images out of a magazine. Awesome. Margie says, yeah, they're what the HE double hockey stick stills pointing fingers do to anything anyway. I think, oh, this cat's kind of big, but I'd like a cat sitting right here on the gazebo. I didn't have one for the sidewalk, but.
What a good idea to go, because I'm finding a lot of things to put in mine. Like I'm taking out this one of a woman having a tea party with a werewolf.
Oh, cool.
Which would be me having a tea party with my dogs.
Right. Oh, that's funny. Let's see.
Right in the pretty garden.
I'm going to have to draw upon some different stickers. I'm not finding something to go specifically.
I know there's bats in one of my books. I can't remember which one.
Really wanted a kitty cat. However, all these kitty cats are too big. So
Oh, there's my bat.
Cool.
But he's going to be huge next to the people.
Yep. Took a picture of mushrooms in my backyard. Yes, absolutely. That's awesome. Anything. Yeah. What Margie said. Anything is collage fodder.
Mm-hmm.
Next week is going to be fun where you just pick a focal image, a focal point, and then collage out of it. I tried that for the first time a week or so ago. Oh, it was fun. Maybe ridiculous, but it was fun. So I'm looking forward to doing it again. All right, so I'm going to go back to find a little fairies, and we're going to put a fairy. This will be our garden fairy. Not quite like the other garden fairies that we've seen, but she's our garden fairy, and she can oversee everything. So she could be up here in the air, standing on the air, overseeing everything. Because she can hover. She can hovercraft. She's a fairy. She has wings. She doesn't need to be standing on a surface.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What?
My goose's neck got crammed.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I fix with white.
There you go.
There we go. We didn't know that he had a boo-boo.
Nope. Oh, nope, not at all. How about...
I actually think I'm done for now.
Oh, that looks great.
Where's my other one so I can show it for people who already came in? I know I had to move it because I wanted to use it.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do with it?
Is this my own? No, this is the everything.
Did I have the doggies hold it for me?
Everything.
Yep, I put it away so I can't find it. What,
Uh,
15 minutes ago?
Yeah, right. Oh no. You just had it.
I know, I just had it. Because I showed it at the beginning.
Yeah. Look on the floor.
That's what I'm doing. Oh, there it is. It was hidden. So this is the one I just completed.
I like it. Hang on.
Me too.
There you go. That's
That was
awesome.
great.
Oh, the way you made the lady diving in there. That's perfect.
Yep.
Awesome.
And the swan is in the water too, so you can see the waves.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And here's me with a werewolf having a tea party in the
Cute.
garden.
Cute. Wow. That's a very detailed scene.
Well, thank you, I think.
Oh,
This was
yeah.
the small one I made earlier, just in case somebody didn't see it.
And I love that one. I love the dogs in the windows.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Sarah, how are yours coming?
Actually, this
Yeah.
would make a cute cover for a book.
Yeah, it would.
I'd have to definitely laminate it or something.
Yes.
Or just do
Mod Podge all over it.
Yeah, Mod
Yeah.
Podge over it. I'm looking for an animal for down here. Cat walking through or a dog. Maybe one of those cats.
Thank you, Kat.
Direction. So talented. See? Yes, she is. He truly is.
Sylvia does it with real photos. Scratching them up, use white ink,
Oh, nice.
wash out backgrounds.
Yeah.
I have done that. I have done black and white photos and put the coloring tints on them. I really liked doing that. I did that as a project at one point.
Yeah.
You know, you try something new all the time, so you
Sure.
go and grab what you need for it.
So yeah, I hope that you're going to make a plan to be with us next week, next Monday Jumpstart for our focal point collage. I expect that to be a lot of fun. Okay, looking for, oh, that cat got beaten up. That's not good. Dogs, let's see. No, a fox. I could have a fox running through the garden. What does the fox say? And it just feels not quite complete, like it needs something else over here. So now I'm looking for the cat that was going the wrong direction for earlier. Oh, that cat would have worked over there. Let's see that one. The mushrooms in here are too big.
Draw your own.
I could. Okay, here's the cat. Let's see. This little black cat might
Draw
work.
mushrooms.
Do the gel pens work on this glossy
Yes.
paper?
And black permanent ink works on it too.
Okay, so we'll get the little kitty cat right here. One thing I do like about these stickers is they are not shiny glossy.
No.
Are paper finish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when I put a sticker on something like a collage and it's got that shiny sticker edge. Not edge. The whole thing is that shiny sticker.
Mm-hmm.
It sticks out. Okay, I need.
He's there for the whole summer? Sylvia?
Sylvia's son?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome, Sylvia. I didn't realize he was staying that long. That's very cool. She's like, happy, happy, joy, joy. Okay. I had some small pieces of cut off of that garden. Just need a little bit. Well, maybe this would work.
Too dark.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Alrighty. I mean, it's okay. I don't think it's fantastic, but it's okay.
Let me see. Put it on full screen with yours. I want to see it.
I cut this off. I just glued this on. It's too light over here. It needs dark, so I might just take some black and make the forms of the tree, the grains in the tree a little darker. But this is really light flowers, and so it's just really light.
I like it, actually.
I don't know.
I actually really like it. I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
I like it too. I love the cat.
Yeah, I like the cat. I just put this in front of him.
The chipmunk too.
I do like the chipmunk on the sidewalk over here. I like the cardinal on the urn and the little bunny rabbit down here. I love these flowers, but the ones in the background just are more big background flowers. They're just maybe I just need to stick some more flowers in there because they're so light.
Yeah.
So light.
Or make grass, make it sort of grassy looking, but you could cut it out of flowers.
Because I could add some of this white or blue.
Yep.
Wish I'd done that underneath. But that's okay. I know she's standing in the air, so.
So here's an idea for next week.
What
Just
is it?
because they were sitting on each other.
Oh, yeah.
It looked really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's. So I'll finish this one for the idea for next week.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, look at how blue my hands are. I don't know what it's from.
Ink off the paper, maybe? Magazines? I don't know.
I was coloring, so it could be that, but I didn't put dots like that. I don't know. So this is the glue bottle that little bratty dog got. and started
Oh,
chewing on.
jeez. Yeah.
You see how awful that looks?
Yeah. Thanks, Margie. Ooh, Kat already found a picture for next week's focal point. Awesome. Sylvia likes the statue. Thank you. Kat likes the gazebo and the cardinal.
I
Cool.
do like the gazebo.
Lots of life. That's kind of what I was going for, is lots of life everywhere, not just a dead garden. Just a swipe of vintage photo to take the edge off the wipe. Oh, good idea. This is a good idea. Yes, watercolors are awesome. Stuff like that. And I love adding just a little bit of life over here where it just seems kind of dull. You turn these flowers upside down, you can't even tell that they're upside down.
Right.
Totally fine. But it fills the space better and the colors better. Okay. All right. Well, that's a little bit better. It's got not quite so light. It still may take some black and do something on the bark.
Yep. Yeah, all you need is a little bit of shadow there, and I think it will work.
Remember, it's yours to enjoy. Well, thank you, Sylvia. Those of you who are signed up for the weekend workshop, don't forget about our party this afternoon, our prep party. As soon as we're done here, I'll put that link in the chat. So we'll have that. Looking.
Guess what? I forgot about it.
Did you really? I'm
Yes,
glad
I
I
did.
put something. Not on your calendar?
No, it was not on my calendar.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Well,
I was going to start working on stuff in my studio.
well, at least you weren't planning to go somewhere. Let's
Nope.
see.
Nope.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I would even start with gray before I would use any browns. If you're trying to do something with a shadow on here, I would actually start with lost shadow.
Okay.
And then go up from there. Yeah. I start with lost shadow on all of my stuff if I'm putting a shadow in anywhere, because it's so light and you can sort of spread it out, and then you start pushing back into the darker colors closer to the thing.
Good idea. Use brown first before you use black. Black can be abrupt. Yes, that is true. She used her calendar in the yeah, it was on her calendar and she used her calendar in the collage.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay. Well, where is my... You have one you started already for next week with a focal point?
Well, I think it's just going to give you my idea.
Give you a jumping off point. Cool. Well, I've got one done, but I'm not going to show you till next week. It was my first attempt at that style, and I may do more because that was a ton of fun. And then we'll do that for the live next week. We'll be pick a focal point and we'll collage off that, which means it can go anywhere, any which way. I saw a picture of a big face, a big head in a magazine. It was on an ad, and the person was screaming. That's perfect. The mouth, the open mouth, things can collage out of the mouth. Yeah, you could have a volcano and things could collage out.
Oh, I'm sure driving north sucked, Kat. But I'm glad you enjoyed seeing Braintree.
Braintree was wonderful. A lot is still the same and a lot of new. Driving north was not fun. Oh boy. All right. So we're going to go ahead and close up about 5 minutes early. Give me a chance to get set up for our next thing we have going on, which is our weekend workshop. We're doing our prep today for the workshop. Can't wait for you to see everybody's academia books. They're going to be so cool. So thanks for hanging out with us. This was a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to next week. And Miss Sylvia will be on with us next week. This is one of her strengths in collage. And if you're interested in what's going on for the next 7 or 8 weeks, go take a look at YouTube and see all the things that are out there, because they're out there. So bye. Yes, I'm glad you caught us too, Kat. Okay, the hashtag is hashtag HPPJUNCOL. So if you forget, go look at the post at the top of the group, the Happy Paper People Facebook group, and get your picture in with the hashtag so you can have one each week for the 4 weeks. Please comment. Please give a thumbs up. Thank you, Sylvia and Margie, for remembering that. That makes us more visible to other people who are like-minded. So yes, those comments and the thumbs do make a difference. They make us more visible. So thank you for those of you who remember to do that every time. I do see it. I do notice it. I go back and look after the fact. So thank you. We will see you all real soon in the group. Have the rest of a great day. Bye, everyone.
Don't forget to put your pictures in the group.
Yes.